last year, Opera Siam had its 17th year, and it was perhaps the most critically acclaimed season we've ever had, and yet at the same time, it was one of the most financially destructive years we've ever had. And in fact, one of the world's most widely read classical news websites, Slipped Disc, actually reported that Opera Siam was already at death's door last year. So what we did was, it was really time for our operational system to somehow catch up with the international profile of the opera company. Because the international community sees us as one of the icons of what Thai artists have achieved in the last 2 decades. Our orchestra has won 5 first prizes in international competitions and played in all the world's most prestigious halls. Our opera company is the first Thai opera company to tour major new pieces to rave reviews in Europe. And last year I became the first Asian to be awarded the European Cultural Achievement Award. In fact, the president of the president who awarded me this award is sitting right here. I know we magically managed to make him here, all the way from Berlin. So perhaps you're going to join me. Yeah. The other person is still starting out. So with this in mind, the opera was basically a mom and pop organization running on empty, and we decided to take 3 months to rethink our strategies, and now we are ready to come back, you see. So what I wanted to announce tonight was the most exciting season ever that we're having. And not only is it the most exciting season ever, but it's going to be really easy for people to attend our events. They won't have to go through difficult rigmaroles to get tickets, and our outreach is going to be expanding and reaching more and more people. So let me just tell you a little bit. We're having this little launch party to introduce what you can expect in the coming season. We've got classical opera, we've got rock opera, we've got a world premiere, we have classical, romantic, and film music. And with the new season tickets, you won't have to miss anything at all. So before I introduce some of the people who are making the next season possible, which I will, let me just tell you some of the highlights of the coming season. First, let's talk about opera. In December, we're doing our first rock opera. And we are the first Thai professional production company to receive an official license from Andrew Lloyd Webber's company to produce one of his works. And this work is the #1 selling album in the world from 1971. It's #2 of Rolling Stone's list of greatest musicals of all time. It is in fact Jesus Christ Superstar, which will open the season. So this will be reaching out to a whole new audience. A unique feature of this production is that the 3 leads are being played by people who were raised as a Muslim, a Christian, and a Buddhist. We're achieving something unique because in an ever more divisive world, this production is like a small plea from a small country to help build a world of tolerance, compassion, and understanding. So, since the Thai monarchy has been designated the protector of all religions, this production honors that ideal. And not to mention the fact that Andrew Biggs is having a debut in this opera as well. He's playing the role of the irascible Herod, and he's stuck in traffic, otherwise he'd be demonstrating it right now. But the next opera in the season is Salome. Nothing could be more different. And Richard Strauss is the only one of the big 5 opera composers who has never been produced by a Thai company. So this is a wild and sexy and provocative opera, so audiences will be amazed at that. Then our Puccini project, which is to produce all the Puccini operas within a 5-year period, will continue next season with first a student production of Gianni Schicchi and a major new interpretation of Tosca. And finally, for those who are wondering where the 10 Lives of the Buddha have got to, we will be producing one of the biggest operas in the sequence, The Architect of Dreams, just in time for the Visakha Puja season. Based on the Jataka tale of Prince Mahosata, This is one of the most epic and magical of the 10 lives, which includes singing birds, castles conjured up from the air, and a siege by 101 armies. So it's quite possible that the cast of this opera will be bigger than any audience that could fit into the theater. So, unless we only have one person from each army. So in terms of our concert schedule, our season hangs on 4 major events. On December 16th, the fans of Hollywood-style animation can see some of the Thai stars who voiced the Thai edition of the songs in many Disney films, coming together with Siam Sinfonietta for the Princess concert. In January, we'll present a concert with Mahler's 4th Symphony and the concert version of the 7th Dasjati opera, Chantakumar, and the world premiere of my orchestration of Strauss's 5th last song. This will be a world premiere. In March, Christie will conduct Beethoven's Pastoral Symphony, which for some reason we've never done. It's one of the great classics. And then for International Star Wars Day 2019, we will be producing a reprise of last year's sellout Star Wars Symphony Epic concert. And finally, in July, the last concert in the season, we'll have the International Choir Festival in Bangkok again for the 8th time, this time with a Bernstein celebration. And in addition to these big things, we have many other things in between the big things. For example, I'd like to announce that we're going to inaugurate the Dr. Tanak Koman Memorial Chamber Music Series. And this was really inspired by a series of house concerts held in Dr. Tanak's home during his lifetime and continued after he passed away by his son Tiruvut and his wife, a lady of formidable intellect, Kun Sirit. And they're both sitting there behind me. Say, could you say hello to the audience for a moment? And they've done this series of incredible house concerts in their home. And I thought it would be a wonderful tribute to Dr. Tanak to sort of expand the reach. And so with the generosity of the Banyan Tree, who is now our official 18th season sponsor, we're going to be doing some of these events here in this hotel. And finally, I'd like to say that, like a hydra, the Siam Sinfonietta is having offspring. The poster child of this revolutionary song town method is starting another orchestra, the Isan Durian Orchestra League, IDOL for short. And we've managed to audition 40 brilliant kids from Isan who will start a new symphony orchestra there. And they're going to have their first concert next year. So, and finally, I want to report that we are officially reintroducing season tickets this year for the first time since 2006. Our goal is to make things easier for our loyal fans and to grow the base. Now, because the Thailand Cultural Center has now developed a new system where you can actually book in advance and they don't change the booking in the last minute. It's a new computer-based system. And we're taking advantage of this to actually be able to have a predictable season where you will actually know that on this date you can go and see such and such a thing. And so we have a lot of international guests coming into the choir festival. A tour group from Poland has already registered to come to see Salome. And generally, we're doing everything we can to reach out to as many people as possible. So, if you want a season ticket right this very minute, you could talk to Kun Watsiri, who is right here waiting to take your name, or just contact one of the many numbers on the little brochures that you have. Okay? So now, I'd like to invite some of our partners and our VIP guests to say a few words, and then we'll go on to a few musical tidbits, followed by the moment you've all been waiting for, the cocktail party. So, first, Andrew Biggs is still stuck in traffic, so perhaps Dieter Chock, the president of the Europa Kultur Forum, would like to say a few words, since he has been instrumental in pushing us into the European sort of vision here.
Thank you, Sum Tao, ladies and gentlemen. To be honest, I'm very glad to hear that there is more than 4 operas, because so many deaths in one season, that's too much, okay? You know, in every opera, Jesus Christ, Salome, in the end, at least someone is going to die. So, it's good to know that there are other things to be presented than only the 4 operas and the 4 deaths. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, there's a resurrection in this.
Resurrection. Oh, okay, okay. -1, yes? -1, okay. So thank you very much for inviting me here somehow to the launch of the new season of the opera Siam. As a representative of the Europe Culture Forum, it's more than a pleasure to bring greetings as well as congratulations from Europe to Bangkok's 18th season of Opera Siam. 18, ladies and gentlemen, is a number personalized by Sum Tao and a fantastic crew who also wants to deliver best wishes for a prosperous and most successful new season. Just 1 year ago, Sum Tao told you, the Europe Culture Forum has awarded the 2017 European Award for Cultural Achievements to the composer, conductor, and novelist Sum Tao for his services, and, not to forget, also in the spirit of international diversity, as cultural ambassador between East and West, overcoming national borders and cultural historical barriers from and to Europe, and establishing meaningful collaborative connections in Thailand and Europe. Sum Tao and Opera Siam opened to Thailand the wonderful world of opera as a bridge between Europe and Thailand. Opera Siam means a new intellectual dimension of experience in the field of the very important cultural tourism, an important endeavor for Thailand on its way to an upscale cultural tourism. With performances of Asiati by Sum Tao, Opera Siam presents crossovers, mixtures between Western and Thai musical elements based on the ethnic origin of the composer. Opera Siam consolidates connections between East and West with roots in Asia and their implementation in the West. And more than this, Opera Siam can become a center for a kind of pilgrimage of a different kind. Music lovers and Buddhists from all over the world are new target groups. So, from Wagner to Weber, everything is possible at Opera Siam. Since so many years, Opera Siam made Thai people and Farang happy with visual and acoustic highlights, and we are very, very excited to see what surprises Opera Siam has in store for the new season, except the 4-1 death. An antique artwork designed by someone you love very much will be my personal contribution, and I would like to hand over this artwork made from porcelain and made for and from the composer and one of our laureates, Hans-Werner Henze, whom you really appreciate.
Wow.
It's an artwork designed by Hans-Werner Henze himself in 1975, a unique Wild World edition. So it's from my personal collection, and it's from 1975. That's why it looked, the cover looked a bit antique. It is antique.
Wow.
It's a quotation from the opera The Young Lord, Der junge Lord. And now I say the words in German, written on this plate. Bleibe guter Geist euch hold. You understand? Will you please translate it into Thai? Bleibe guter Geist.
Remain good spirit, euch hold. To you, beautiful.
Yes, something like that.
Yeah.
May the good spirit remain well-minded or something like that.
Beautiful.
That's what I wish to the Opera Siam 18th edition. Bleibe guter Geist euch hold. Best wishes, Santa.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hans Werner Henze, of course, is an idol of mine, and one of the few people in the 20th century to have a large body of opera. It's something I hope to emulate.
Oh yes, you are nearly at the final, so you are reaching. The
Der Lord is a very fun piece.
Yeah,
it's great.
So, the young Lord may bring luck to your 18th wonderful season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Perhaps we could say hello to some of the important people who are helping us out this season. Who else? Oh, Christian Ham. I'd like to introduce. He's our great master chef, and he and I are cooking up something together. It's the late next year we're going to reproduce the largest banquet in history, the 120 course dinner created by the composer Gesualdo for his wife, his wedding, to his wife whom he later murdered. Yes, and this is going to be, actually, I think Christian has added a 121, an extra course, so this will be a Guinness Book of Records. And who else would like? I introduced the Kun Tir Wood and Kun Siri already. Paul Scorio, the famous film director, his film just opened the ASEAN Film Festival. So happy to see him here. Our friend Jeffrey, who's shortly going to be one of our board members, I think, and he is he's known for being on the board of the Monteverdi Choir, as well as a big film producer. So, yes.
He is coming.
Kuntanom, introduce me. But I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Nadara Pai, who has been one of the very stalwart supporters. And my family is a very supportive family. We have like 3 little pieces of music that we're going to play for you tonight from some of these stars of the opera. And the first one, we'll move the chairs first. And then the first piece of music we're going to hear will be,เข้ามาพอดีเนี่ยจะได้แนะนำ I would like to introduce you to Kun Naprat as well. She's the GM of Banyan. We are beginning a wonderful new relationship with Banyan Tree. So they are becoming basically our official hotel for the 18th season. And they have hosted this wonderful event here. And all I asked was a simple press conference. And Kun Noprat said, let's make a reception. So I'm responsible for the speaking, and she's responsible for the 3 booths. So, so she's much more important.
I feel very honored to be a part of this special event. And tonight I decided you have enjoyed in our Vertigo tour, which is already a remarkable place, but I would like to invite you to visit our just relaunching our new moonbar. at the rooftop later. You will love it because we just opened it only a few days. And that is like a hotspot in Bangkok for take photo shot also. So, okay, then later please be our guest and visit us at the rooftop. Thank you very much.